Welcome to Live from Dennis's house. Today, we're spotlighting the classic debut album by Santana, released in August 1969. Now, 1969 was a turbulent year, as everybody knows, but it was a little sad for me. That was the year my great-grandpappy Clem passed away. Oh. And he was a great man. He had the heart of a lion, the legs of a gazelle, and the eyes of an eagle. And also, he was banned from the zoo for life for that, too. That's right. We're going back to 1969 today. So let's start the show off with a long-distance dedication to my great-grandpappy Clem up in heaven. Let's listen to Evil Ways by Santana, and then we'll be right back to meet the crew and today's guest, Xol Azul. So now we're going to talk about what's going on in the Northeast, New York, New Jersey, all over the Northeast. We've gotten 72 feet of snow in this past week, and everyone's been shoveling, everyone's aching backs. But I just noticed that the one time when girls don't want equal rights is when it comes to shoveling.
Whoa. I shoveled. Thank you.
You didn't volunteer to shovel, I bet.
No, I didn't. I wanted to shovel.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I live alone.
Oh, well, that's different. But if there was a guy living there,
there were neighbors and stuff. And I didn't. I had one person help me, but not because I asked.
If you'd like to shovel next time, you go to my house.
Okay, I'd gladly.
I see Gil's good at shoveling something.
Text me. Text me. Yeah, that's G. Yeah. Don't get me in trouble, okay? That's G.
So I have a strong, strapping 18-year-old son. And even I was playing like the race card, if you will, that I was saying, I'm an old man now, my back hurts, I don't think I should be shoveling. And then he was out there, and then he borrowed the neighbor's snowblower. And I said, this is going to be awesome, until I learned it was not the neighbors that I like. It was the Addams family that lived down the other side. So now I got to be nice to him forever and say hello to him instead of telling him he was number one all the time when I would pass by. Because, when Nick was a little kid, we were driving past the neighbor, and I gave him the finger, and Nick said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just telling him he's number one."
Parenting 101.
My God. And it was so cold this week that I saw a politician with his hands in his own pocket for once. Get it, G? All right, I want to talk about one other thing, how I made a fool of myself today. I was driving, and I saw a truck, right? And I was like, what does this truck mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's Electric Ian. And it said electric and then big giant letters Ian. And I was like, what does he do? And then I realized that looking at the name, he's an electrician.
What is wrong with you?
No, but the IAN was in giant letters like Ian, and electric was small. So
maybe his name is Ian.
Yeah.
The electrician.
The electrician.
He had a rough morning.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That was it, so.
It's all that yoga.
Namaste, bitches. So, I went to yoga again, and I pulled a muscle opening my mat. So I might have to take a break. Yeah. So welcome back. Now we're going to go to Cha-Cha with Word on the Street, the gossip columnist to the stars.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Cha-Cha, what do you got for us today?
Well, I only have one story today because you cut myself.
I was getting letters. I didn't want to say nothing.
But my only story is about Rob Kardashian.
Oh.
And yes, I know. And we really haven't heard from him in a long time. He hasn't been on the show or anything, but he came back with a bang because
I bet.
he is now staying with kind of like the Kardashians' enemy. Her name is Black China.
Wow.
And she dated Kylie Jenner's boyfriend before Kylie.
Tyga?
Tyga.
Wow, how do I know this stuff?
I don't know. I'm a little.
I'm clueless.
You always make fun of me, and
Who are
I'm
those
gonna.
That's 12-year-old girl news.
Right. So it's a big deal. He's been staying with her, and he was living with Khloe Kardashian and Khloe.
Isn't that his sister?
Yeah, Khloe Kardashian.
That's a bigger scandal.
That's creepy.
No, why is that scandalous?
Oh, I thought you meant they were dating.
That. Oh, come on. See, now you're in there. No. So she put him out of the house. Even if he wants to come back, he can't come back.
Wow. So he
Yeah,
sold his soul for some Black China.
Right, exactly. He did. And why they were very good friends with her, but then she started this rumor that Tiger couldn't afford the Ferrari that he bought Kylie Jenner for her 18th birthday, and that started a whole big thing. And I mean, it is 12-year-old girl stuff, but I love it. So
Yes.
so stay tuned, because then Rob Kardashian made a comment that Black China was having his baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
So, and that's the word on the street.
Wow, that's exciting.
Wow.
Can't
Now
get away
stay
from those
tuned.
Kardashians,
No, I
can we?
can't. I watch marathon after marathon. I can't.
All right, now we're going to go and we're going to make the scene with Dee Dee Pie. Everybody loves Dee Dee.
Hey.
Loves Dee Dee.
Thank you, wife. Thank you. See, I purposely brought these guests to make me feel good.
You know these guys, Dee Dee?
Oh, yes, I do.
Wonder how they got
Those
here.
are my puppy chulos. Yeah, look it up. Anyway, yeah, the scene was buried this weekend.
Bet.
Yeah, I'll bet. I was out Friday night, and then I never made it home until Sunday. I was snowed in at an undisclosed location,
Wow.
and all I did was eat, sleep, and play guitar.
Sure.
Yeah, and I tried to watch the history of the Eagles, which actually was pretty fascinating.
Yes,
Yeah, that
yes.
was great.
But I kept dozing off. So I think I watched maybe
History of the Eagle.
30%. I saw a few snippets, and so I couldn't even tell you anything about it because I slept through
Well,
most
that's a
of
really
it.
good
We
show. You
could,
should definitely
yeah.
watch it.
I want to
Yeah.
watch it when I'm awake and it's not freezing cold and I'm not under a
Yeah,
blanket.
we need
but
to do an Eagle show. Speaking
Yeah.
of
yes,
that.
we
I
do.
agree.
We have
Absolutely.
to have somebody step up and volunteer to do an Eagle show. All right, so now we're going to talk to Stephen Shecky-Bello. He is now,
Steven.
though, I heard that Stephen is boycotting the NBA because he was not named MVP this past year. So, how's it going, Stephen?
Okay, but that's totally not true. Okay, well, at a little story, I just found this out that they tried to open a Disneyland in China.
Right?
It was a dismal failure. Nobody was tall enough to go on the rides. That's not true either. The guy goes into a psychiatrist. He says, "Doc, I have no friends. Nobody will talk to me. You got to help me, you fat bastard."
Oh, thank you, Stephen. Thank
Wow.
you very much. All right, welcome back. Now, we're going to talk to Xol Azul.
Nice to know.
And, you notice my Spanish accent coming through there? 'Cause
Yeah.
you guys know
Well-
how me and Dee Dee met, that I was host of Sabado Gigante, and Dee Dee was on that night.
Yes, I was your
Yes.
assistant.
So, Xol Azul is a great band from New Jersey, and the members are Fabian on drums, Fabian Magnifico on keys, G on bass and vocals, and Gil on guitar and vocals. So, all right, so tell us how you guys got together and your influences and all that stuff. Go.
All right. 1 minute. Okay, we got together on 2002.
Yeah, around 2002.
Yeah, and well, my influences, I listen to a lot of rock, blues, some jazz, and of course, Latin rhythms from my dad and mom.
He's a Stevie Ray wannabe.
Yes.
Ah.
I used to wear a hat when I was at the 2002.
Yeah. Used to wear the hat like Stevie.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I just happen to have a picture of that.
I keep the best though. I still use the best, and they make fun of me. 'Cause I have like 10 or 12 best, but they're all black. And they're like they think they have only one.
So tell us what songs do you guys play now? Is covers, originals,
We
a mix?
we do play originals. I mean that's the goal. We want to make it as an original band.
Right.
Unfortunately, I think you must play some covers in
Yeah.
order to get people to get to know you a little.
They're fun. They're fun.
And then I think little by little, that's how I think though. Everybody thinks different, but I think little by little you can incorporate the
Yeah.
originals.
Mhm.
Once you've built somewhat of a fan base, then you can say, here's my original music.
Slowly trick people into
Cause I think,
listening.
because I think it's just hard to pull a crowd that if nobody knows you and they're gonna come and see your original music, it's
Yeah.
hard.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we play covers. We do Santana covers. We do some rock covers. We do a little bit of salsa. Didi's been to our shows. A little bit of merengue.
Yeah, baby.
Such a couple videos on YouTube on our channel. If you get a chance to go check them out, Didi's in one of them.
I'm in one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we do covers and originals, but the goal is to someday have a crowd come in and see us because of the original music.
Okay, now do you have original CDs out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Fabian.
Yes, which one?
You.
Magnifico.
Magnifico.
Organized here.
Do we have
Yeah,
CDs?
we have an original CD with 11 original songs, all recorded, professionally.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
One
yes,
cover.
hardcore, bro, hardcore.
One
All
cover.
right.
Yeah, it's called Xol Azul. We recorded on 2007.
All right.
We actually start backwards. We record the original before we
Had a fan base.
had a fan base.
All right, there you go.
It's a good recording though. It's we spent a lot of money on it.
Do you have the CD with you today?
We don't have it.
Oh, see, I was gonna play the songs on the
bad
radio.
promoters.
You big break and you blow it.
But here's the thing: they can visit the website, and we have all the original music on our website, which is
Okay.
www.xolazulband solazulband.com.
That's right.
Got it.
Original music on the homepage, and if you want to see videos, there's a section on the website that has videos for private parties if they want to hire us. We do it all: funeral,
Right.
dog funerals, cat funerals, divorces, and there's a section of original music videos too. So.
Oh, these guys did my 50th birthday party.
Did they?
It was the best
We did?
party ever. Yes, you did. I
I don't remember. That's how good it was.
I remember 45 minutes of it.
I only remember the last part.
I didn't know you guys were together back in the 50s.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! We go
Oh,
way
you are
back.
so dead.
Oh.
Wow.
Steven wrote that for me. He slipped it to me on a piece of paper. Steven's head writer. He finally wrote something.
Didi turns 30
And
every
his
year.
funeral will be on Wednesday at 2 o'clock.
Xol Azul will be playing Steven's funeral.
I told you we do it all: funerals, dog funerals, cat funerals.
Any kind of party.
So now, is Santana everyone's favorite band, or do you all have different? You don't have to have
I think for most part, this guy.
Well, a lot of the covers that we do, yes, it's Santana, because it's in this area. We're four Mexicans that the only way for us to kind of break in the scene was playing Santana covers, because I guess most people do know Santana. And then
Yeah,
little by
everybody
little
loves
we started
Santana.
doing the rock stuff, and then we brought in a little bit of salsa, which is, by the way, it's fake salsa. It's not original. It's only five guys. But
Yeah.
listen, you can dance to it.
There you go.
What was the question?
Well, also,
Who's your favorite band?
Oh,
yeah.
Xol Azul.
Hey, good
We,
answer.
I like a lot of Carlos Santana stuff, but I grew up here in the States listening to Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Megadeth, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
I was never a big
Metallica.
SRB fan until I met this guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Play guitar. You got to be an SRB
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
And Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
Got to
yeah.
know where you've been. Want
Yeah.
to know where you're going.
Exactly. Yeah. The thing is, I was never a Fender kind of guy. I've always
Okay.
played Gibson. So
There you
when I
go.
saw
Slash.
I've been playing Gibson for the last 20 years.
Nice.
I use Fender to smash him on the stage. That's about it. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Fender guys. He's a Fender guy. This is my belief, though. You should listen to a lot of different music instead
Absolutely.
of just, it opens up. There's a whole world of music out there that if you just stick to one,
Right.
how do you say, genre?
Genre.
Genre.
It's, I think you're missing out on a lot of music. Great music out there.
Exactly.
Right.
And you notice the best bands always come from a diverse background. They all have many different influences. And
Yes.
like I'm going to get to that with Santana.
Yeah.
Everybody has different things and they brought everything together and that's what made them so
Yes,
awesome.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. So now all of you guys are from Mexico?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You have your green cards with you?
Yes.
The purple one and the one that came out on the conference call.
We do.
Steven will be checking at the door.
They'll be checking green cards at the end of the show.
Maybe Mr. T is gonna
if it is
waiting on us
That's
outside.
okay.
I do have literally a green card if you want to see it.
Welcome back. Now we're going to talk about Santana's debut album. That's Something Screwed Up Again. You'll see it back there on the green screen. But right now, I have this album, which is the greatest hit. Somebody stole my debut album. I won't name any names. I'll just look at the party and whistle. So anyway, we're going to talk about this debut album released in 1969. It was a huge success after their amazing performance at Woodstock. So let's go back and start. Santana was born in Mexico. Did you guys know that?
Guadalajara.
Did you know him at all?
He was my neighbor.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
By the way, we do know the guy that taught him how to play guitar.
Oh, really?
Yes. What's his name? The guy.
Javier Batis.
Yes.
Wow.
Javier
Right.
Batis.
That's something.
Batis?
So,
Batis.
yeah, so I heard that he got his love of music from Tijuana, and then his family moved when he was a young teenager to San Francisco. And that's when he started hanging around the Fillmore and was owned by Bill Graham. And that was the best thing ever happened to him, was meeting Bill Graham, because he had a band, the Santana Blues Band, and they were just a jam band. They didn't have any songs. They would just jam for like hours and hours and hours. And then Bill Graham, took a liking to him, and he said, you guys need to get some songs here. You can't just jam so much, So he played this old version of Evil Ways for them. And they said, oh, okay. And so they did a version, and they rocked it out, right?
Yep.
So Bill Graham, loved them, and then Woodstock was taking place, right? You ever hear about this concert
course.
called
Yeah.
Woodstock?
Yeah, something. I heard
Well,
a little bit.
the
about it.
promoters and the guys running it had no idea what they were doing, right? So at the last moment, they called Bill Graham and they said, "We don't know what we're doing. You got to come help us." And he said, "Okay, I'll be there, but you got to let my band Santana play." And they said, okay, sure. So they bumped Chicago, who was supposed to play.
Wow.
And they said,
Yeah.
Ixnay on Chicago, Santana's going to play.
Good.
So, and then, so Santana, they show up there at Woodstock, and they got so much time before they have to go on. So they all backstage, and they all take LSD,
Yeah,
right?
you could see
So
that.
then the guys come and say, "Oh, you guys are going on now. You're going on right now." And they're like, "Oh no, what do we do?" And then Santana, I heard an interview with him, and he was saying his guitar was like a snake. It was
I
like going like
remember that,
this,
yeah,
and he said he was
yeah.
just holding on to it for dear life, and that he was praying to God. He said, "Get me out of this. I'll never do drugs again. Just let me hit the right notes. Let me stay in tune." And it was just the greatest performance. Their
was,
version
yeah.
of Soul Sacrifice is the greatest live performance of all time, some people say. I happen to agree with that. And the drum solo,
Yeah.
the drummer, 17-year-old Michael Shreve, playing like, he's been out there for his entire life. And it was just exactly.
Yeah.
It was the greatest performance. It all came together in one magic moment for them. And it was, everybody knew their name after that. So then Clive Davis from Columbia Records, after that, he said, "Oh, we're signing you. We're putting out a record. We're going to promote this." And that's when the first album came out. And Evil Ways was a huge hit. Went up to like number 2. And that was history.
Yes.
And then after that, they were touring and they did that, but the thing, like I mentioned about before about Santana, they had a great look that, they were one of those things you don't see anymore. Like, you don't see any more integrated bands,
Right.
It's like they had a black guy, they had a Nicaraguan, a Puerto Rican, a Mexican, and 2 white guys in the band, kind of like Sly and the Family Stone.
Right, right.
And they brought all these influences, because Santana said how he decided what he wanted to do. He was in a park in San Francisco, and he got out of the car, and there was 3 different bands. There was a salsa band over there was a mariachi band there, and there was a rock blues band over here, and he got in the middle and he heard all 3 of them playing at the same time, and he said, "That's what I want to do." So and that's what he did. And it was quite amazing, I gotta say. The first Latin rock band of all time, and I would say the best. And they the original lineup, they think they did like 3 albums. They did the debut, then Abraxas with Black Magic Woman, and then the third one, Oye Como Va, No One Depend On, all this great stuff. And then he kind of got a little wacky there. He got rid of those original guys, and he got involved with religion and Shri Chinmoy and Mahavishnu Orchestra and all that stuff. And he didn't have many hits, but then, he was always around. But then, I think it was 99 when he got back with the guy from Matchbox 20.
Right,
and
Rob
he did
Thomas.
that,
Rob
yeah,
Thomas.
Smooth, one of my favorite songs of all time.
Really?
Yeah, I love that song.
Wow.
That's,
okay.
there's a lot about you don't know about
many
me.
people
Well,
didn't
that's
know
not really
Santana.
true.
Right. That opened him up to a whole new world of younger kids and stuff, and that revitalized his career. And now, did you guys know that he's gotten back with the original members, and they're going on tour? and they're going to be playing with Journey. They're going to be playing at
Really?
MSG coming up in the spring.
Wow.
Is the show going to buy us tickets?
Sure. And it's going to be called, they're putting out a new album called Santana 4 because they did the first 3 with that, and now they're doing a 4th album, basically. And hopefully it's going to be great.
Oh, it will.
And did you guys know that members of Journey were actually in the band? Neil Sean played guitar.
Oh.
Yes. So there you go. So does anybody got any Santana questions for me? You want to quiz me on any Santana? You got anything you want to add about Santana?
He's Mexican.
Yes. So.
And he does have a green card.
Yes, and his guitar sound is just so good that his sustain, and you can feel it's coming from his heart. Every note, one of his notes is equal to 10,000 of someone say Ingwe. I always pick on Ingwe.
Yeah.
But
he's very fast.
Yeah, but soulless.
Yes. I love that he can play just 3 notes, but with so much passion and feeling that it's. And you can feel it, Yeah,
absolutely.
And I love when he does solos. They're so melodic that you can actually sing them back instead.
Yes, excellent. Yep. Gil knows what he's talking about back there.
Yeah.
He's not just in the band for his good looks.
Especially when I see ladies in front of the band. I see Didi. I say, oh, a little extended solo. Of course, I get yelled at the end of the show as always because they said,
"Don't blame it on me."
They always say, "Are you done with the guitar solo?"
I saw a funny thing that's going around Facebook. They have the guitar player's volume, and they say at sound check it's on 4, and during the show it's on 6, and then by the guitar solo it's on 11.
I happen to agree though.
So now,
and sometimes he always say, guys, can you hear? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm like, yeah.
People on the moon can hear you. So now, this is where we come to the part of the show where we have to smell the album. Now, this is going to take you back probably to your hometown in Mexico, where you first started listening to these albums.
Tortillas.
Oh, that's good. Share the magic.
Okay.
Share the magic.
Yes.
What's in this one?
Uh-oh, the mic is looking like a snake now. I don't know what was in there. I gotta hold on for my life.
That smells good. I don't know what's in there.
Smell it, man. Smell it.
It smells
Smells good.
like Santana sweat or
Smells
something.
like, it does. It smells
You got
like
Santana sweating.
it was in the rain at
I
Woodstock.
have sinus problem.
Wash that album off before you give it
It
back.
smells like chorizo. Dile las 3. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So now, what I want to talk about. Oh, you guys are going to be playing songs later.
Yes.
How many songs are you going to do? Are you going to do original and Evil Ways? Is that what I heard?
It's all up to you.
All right. That's what I'll have then.
Yes.
They're both about me.
Yes. The one is called I Heart Didi, and the other one's called Didi's Evil Ways. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I spiked your drinks with LSD to see if you're going to be playing as good as.
That's good. So we're
Hopefully it
gonna
works
stay
out.
here until next weekend. Party on.
This is the part 1 of the Xol Azul.
We were invited to a rave.
All right, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about what's happening in the world. First, we got the Mexican weather report for you guys. Chilly today, hot tamale.
Wait, that's the weather?
I threw that in at the last minute. That's an old joke. So I got some news. We're gonna do some exciting news. First, a very sad thing to report here that Abe Vigoda passed away. You guys know Abe
And
Vigoda?
this time it was true.
He was a famous actor who first came to the scene in The Godfather. He played Tessio in The Godfather. And then he went on to Barney Miller fame. And then they spun him off. He was so good that he gave him his own show called Fish. And he passed away at 94.
Yeah.
Very good. Long life. So, and even the Beastie Boys even put him in one of their songs. That's how awesome the Beastie Boys and Abe Vigoda are in the song Posse in Effect. Yeah, I'm going to read the lyrics to you. Okay. I got a girl in the castle and one in the pagoda. You know I got rhymes like Abe Vigoda.
I never understood that because he didn't rhyme.
Yeah, so it's like saying, yeah, your rhymes stink because Abe Vigoda never had any rhymes. Yeah, but I guess he didn't realize that. So anyway, all right. So we got some international news. Very shocking story here.
Oh, no.
Saudi police officers have arrested a man accused of having sex with his vacuum cleaner. Reports the Riyadh Daily. The man was caught in full action by his wife of 17 years before she reported her husband to authorities. After 17 years of loyalty, this is how this miscreant treats me, she told local reporters. I feel used. I feel dirty, she added. So, adultery is a crime punishable by death in Islamic law, usually performed by stoning the person to death. Experts believe the man's condemnation is a light one. And due to the peculiar nature of the case of adultery, in which the accused performed sex with a home appliance and not with an animal or a human being, the judge has decided to give him lighter sentence than usual for his crime. So he's getting a lighter sentence than if it was for an animal.
Oh my God! Ew.
So he's getting assigned 2 years in prison and 1,000 lashes. And that's more than acceptable for the region, the judge acknowledged. So the man accused of adultery strongly maintained his innocence before the court. We were unable to identify if the suspect performed any sexual act with his vacuum cleaner. Saeed Salih Trady, the spokesman for the police, said he was arrested and held in custody pending further investigations, he told reporters. The case could be a first one for Saudi law, as nothing in Islamic law is stated about sexual acts performed onto home appliances. But the accusation still applies as an act of adultery, believe experts. So, what we need to find out is, was the vacuum on blow or suck?
Give you some blue because
Is it a Dyson?
That's not illegal in the United States.
I know. That is.
Yeah, so that's a sick, sad story. See? That's another sign the world's coming to an
The story
end.
of the fact that you were able to find it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Well, I'm sure the vacuum never has a headache. Never says no. Always willing to cooperate.
I love that the wife called him a miscreant after 17 years.
Oh my God.
So, all right, that's it. We're going to wrap this show up now. So let's, you guys got anything more you want to say back there? You got any upcoming gigs you want to talk about?
Yes, we got a few gigs.
No coughing. Gil's talking.
Sorry, Gil.
Well, me,
Yeah, you, man.
February 6th, we're playing at Gimanos. February 13th, we're doing a duo
At the
on
Ocean Place
Ocean Place.
in Long Branch. And any other dates, please check the website.
Yes.
www.
Yeah, go ahead.
XolAzulBand.com. XolAzulBand.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, stay
Everything
tuned. We're going to see these guys performing, and I think we're in for a big treat. And go check them out wherever you see them. And that's it. Thanks for joining us here on Live from Dennis's House, only on 474themix.com, where the music matters. See you next week when I'll be doing another classic album and behaving badly. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, DennisMojill.com. Watch me on the radio, Optimum Cable, and social media. Now.